Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us is XHDATA D-808. This is an AM, FM stereo, long-wave, airband, shortwave, single sideband, portable radio, USB-C version. This is the updated one for 2024. This retails for right around $108 typically, though you will see it lower prices depending on the color, if they're having a sale at the time, holiday sales, you're definitely going to see it, maybe even approach in the 80s. So definitely worthy to check out at that price point. Right around 100 though, it is worth it. Just giving you a heads up right away. So yeah, it's been about 6 years since I reviewed the first one. Now we have the updated version here, so let's check out the box it comes in. I think it's really similar to the original box, except you can see here we have an amber backlight. There's two colors, there's the silver, and on the other side of this box there is the black, which is nice. And I got the black version, which looks sharp. We got some bullet points there, kind of covering what I just told you. It's got RDS, nice. It's got some FM ranges, 64 to 108. In case I forget to mention that, that's nice. It's got a nice FM coverage. There you go, external antenna jack, 500 station presets, good deal. ATS function. Though I don't tend to use it on this radio, I prefer just to manually enter them in, which isn't too difficult at all. Okay, and going down here, you can see how it's all structured. All right, great. And then, yeah, like I said, this picture of the black one on the back. Got some more bullet points there. Full frequency on shortwave. Beautiful thing. Medium wave's nice. You can actually use the sideband function on medium wave as well. Okay, cool. So there's the box. Took everything out. Let's see what we get in the box. Always fun. So in the box, we get the star to show the D-808 in black. I really like this. It's a nice color. I'll show the original too as well next to it so you get an idea. We get the D-808. What else do we get? We get some goodies. We get a wire. This is nice. I say give this to you right away. You don't have to go out and buy one. See how this works for you. You plug this in the external antenna jack, string it out as high as possible, and you'll get an improvement on shortwave, FM, and airband. You will see a difference between this and the whip, especially if you can string it outdoors versus indoors. And then we get the charging cable, which is, can you guess it? USB to Type-C. That's nice because we had the original micro USB and you always had to figure out which way to plug it in. I hate that, especially when it's not too bright in that room and you're trying to fiddle with it. This is much nicer. Just line it up, done. And then we get a cool carrying bag with their name on it. XHDATA, nice. Yeah, I like this. They didn't have to throw this in there, but they did. It's got, I wouldn't say it has a soft liner, but it has a little bit of a liner there. Drawstring type. Hey, I like it. Free is good. Well, you might have paid for it, but still, it's nice having it in there. And then we get the manual. So the manual, I guess we'll look at it real quick. They updated it and actually did a pretty good job. I like it. There you go. There's the illustration. Now the writing is really tiny. I don't know how I'm going to do this. But you can see just by the table of contents of what things do. You don't have to go to the section. You can just look at the table of contents. So there you go. That's everything covered in here. I'm going to go fairly quick. You can just freeze frame where you need to. As you can see, they covered all the buttons really nicely here. More so than they did in the original. Happy they did this. The illustration purposes are nice. And here's another nice one where the screen is nicely labeled out. There you go. Cool. And I'll just kind of, like I say, quickly flip through here. There you go. Boom, freeze. Again, yeah, you can, hopefully you can zoom in on your video because this text is rather small. It's almost like I have to put on my headset. I used to make fun of it. And I'm like, hey, look at the old person wearing the headset, the little magnifier headset, and it's a thing. So there's your FM bands. You can pick from 4 of them. 64, 76, 87, 87 and a half. Nice. And then here we go. We got the medium wave stepping can change, long wave, medium wave. You can change the temperature display right there. Button 3. Everybody asks that. Setting the time, setting alarm, sleep timer. Now the sleep timer is interesting. You can actually bypass it, which is good. Turning the beep on and off is a good one. It's labeled on the radio though. Light button. You can always have the light on during your tuning session. I do like that. Lock function. There's your antennas. Nice. They're saying 25.5 inch antenna. I measured it at exactly 26 inch. Okay. And then there you go. Radio operation. It's got a really cool tuning function. I like the fast, slow stop on the tuning knob. Also has squelch. ATS function. Like I said, I probably won't use it. But some people like that. You just press and hold and it automatically starts searching and saving all the stations it finds through the entire band. There you go. And we're almost through. Yeah, auto-tune storage they call it on this one. Some companies call it other things. Bandwidth, this is pretty cool. There's a lot of choices there. As you can see on the regular AM band, there's 6, 4, 3, 2.5, 2, 1.8, and 1 kilohertz. And single sideband, you get 4, 2, 2.2, 1.2, 1 and a half, or 500 hertz. That's really nice for CW. It works really good. Squelch function again. The weird thing about Squelch is that it stays on throughout the other bands. It should just only be on the air band. I don't know if have you ever squelched medium wave or shortwave? Let me know. I've never done that. So anyway, cool radio. A lot of you guys have seen this radio before, but for those who haven't, it is FM stereo. That sounds great on headphones. I love that. It has RDS on FM, so you can see what's playing if it's a strong enough signal. There you go. Medium wave is excellent on this radio. Not one hint of buzzing or a high-pitched tone. That's very nice. Long wave if you can receive it. Meter band structure. Try to get this in here. We're almost through with the manual, guys. Hang in there. So you get the bands you can pick from. All the radios on. You can just tap it and cycle through all those segments, which is good. To where you want to fast. They did that really good. I like that. A lot of choices. And of course, single sideband operation there. We'll check, I think, the 40 meter band, see if anything's going on. I'm not going to get too detailed with single sideband. It can be tricky in the evenings. I tend to do better during the day on 20 meters. Just my antenna setup. Airband, same thing. We probably won't hear much, being that I'm filming this kind of late in the evening. So you go get a reset, and we're almost done. Okay, back panel, and then here we go. Specifications, people like to see this. Again, coverages on frequencies. Sensitivities, there you go. Battery 18650, unprotected button top, I like those. And they offer upgraded cells as well, which I'll talk about. And then we're done. Okay, yeah, I spent a little time on the manual because it's a good manual. All right, let's get to the radio. Yeah, the fun part. Because I want to turn it on and have some fun. Yeah, we all do. So here we are, front and center. So let's go over dimensions of the radio, then we'll do a size comparison. So we're 6 1/8 of an inch in length. That includes the end of the tuning knob to the side of the radio. We have 3 5/8 of an inch in height. And we have a thickness of 1 3/8 of an inch. So not a bad, pretty compact receiver. Like it. So comparing it to, let's see, the original. So this one here has the amber backlight. And the original had a blue-white. You can't get the original anymore, so if you like the blue-white, sorry. This is easier on the eyes and easier to read. This washes out the LCD, so definitely the way to go here. So we'll turn that off. But pretty much similar radios, except you are getting an upgraded charging jack. This is the micro USB I was telling you about. This has Type-C. So, wonderful thing, the Type-C. Let's turn that light off for the moment. What else we got? We got the CC Pocket. I always bring that out. AM, FM weather alert radio. Bing, bing, bing. There you go. Another shortwave radio is the CC Skywave. The interesting thing is, Skywave 2 actually, is these radios are probably similar price. I think this is usually like $90. But it doesn't have single sideband. It does have weather alert, which people love, and it does run on AA batteries. So you gotta, take what you like. This has a better sound because it has a 3-inch speaker. Awesome. But yeah, this doesn't have full coverage on shortwave. It does not have single sideband. That's a big deal to people. So single sideband. Ham radio operators, you want to hear them? Get that radio. So there's that. And then, of course, I always have the $20 test. There you go. Get an idea for size with the US bill. All right. And then, if you don't have any of those things, we have a deck of playing cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves XHDATA radios from China land. Turn the dang thing on, man. I'll turn it on. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, Iron Man. But you get the idea for size. We still have to talk about features. Always fun. All right, so there's our size comparison. Let's zoom it on down real quick and go over basically the features quickly. So on the left-hand side, we have a wrist strap, our external antenna jack for FM, air, and shortwave, volume control, headphone jack for FM stereo listening, the headphone experience. FM, expect moderate lows, strong mids, strong highs, no low-level hiss, so at low volumes it sounds fantastic. AM, shortwave, and airband, expect a bright neutral tone, so probably the same on long wave as well. Excellent. Going to the front of the radio, we have a metal speaker grill still. They kept with the metal. XHDATA placard. Behind here is that 3-inch speaker I talked about. Our display, current time is always shown. Right now it's 11:42 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA. I'm filming this near a time change. So, yeah, we're November. So, October, November. So here we are with our battery status. We have alarm time displayed here, and you can change that to the Fahrenheit. And you can change it to Celsius by pressing and holding 3. There you go. Press it again. Go back to Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit for us in the States. There you go. Alarm time showing. And when you turn the radio on, that gives you more options. Local time moves over here. And then you get all those, and you get the signal strength and signal noise ratio, which I'll show you. Let's go over buttons. So I'll zoom it back on down. And then we'll get this thing turned on and demoed. So for buttons, let's see. Do I have anything to point them out with? I was hoping to have a pen up here, but I don't see it. So we'll just kind of wing it here. So you can see you got quite a bit going on. We have band buttons on the left-hand side. Our first one's FM. And it says FM setting. That's for those 4 bands, the 68 to 76. 64, 76, 87, 87.5 to 108. You just cycle with that with the power off. Long wave, medium wave, you can turn long wave on and off. You can see those secondary functions are available to you. Shortwave and the meter band function, so you just keep tapping shortwave to get through the meter bands. And then we have air band dedicated. Now on any of these 4 band buttons, if you press and hold them, it accesses the auto tune storage system, and it automatically saves and stores on your presets. And I'll explain how those are set up. Our light button, as I showed you, you can turn the light always on for the tuning session. Fantastic, which we will probably do. Over here we have a time set button. It's mainly our AM bandwidth function. I talked about those bandwidths and showed them to you. That's really nice to have. And toggling FM stereo on and off while you're on FM. Numeric keypad, turning beep on and off with 5. Remember changing temperature with 3. 0 lets us change the stepping for medium wave, 9 kHz, 10 kHz. If you have a desired frequency you want, hit frequency, then the desired number, and it automatically go to that. You don't have to do anything else, which is great. There's no hitting it again or anything like that. Page function. So this is your presets. So you have 10 pages of 10 presets per band. So that's 100 presets per band. Give you a total of 500. Yes, they give you 100 for long wave, which I wish we had less and more on something else. Maybe shortwave or medium wave or FM. I don't know. But maybe probably more on shortwave because you got single sideband and all those. But that's how they did it. So what I like about pages is you hit page, pick the page you want to be on, and then just choose the preset you like. If you hear a station you're like listening to and you know you got an empty spot, press and hold that button and automatically sets that preset to that number. It's that simple. So like I like, say page 0 are all my main favorites. Page 1 are my evening favorites. Page 2 are my daytime favorites. Page 3 is with dusk. Page 3 is for dawn. You know, you can do it like that. You can structure it however you like it. That's per band too. So that's the page function. It's very simple. Power button, sleep function, single sideband button. So if you're changing in modes for medium wave or shortwave, you just hit the dedicated shortwave single sideband button. Below it's info button for RDS, changing the information. A lock button, and then above it says USB LSB, which is upper sideband, lower sideband. You toggle that depending on where you're at in the shortwave band to help you receive those sideband transmissions from the ham radio operators typically. Though I have had an Air Force base I picked up in Canada that was on upper sideband, even though it was on the lower part of the band. Tuning up and down, nice. Side we have a tuning knob. Push it in, fast, slow, stop, and then press and hold in, and you can change the squelch function. And it's also notched. Over here we have fine-tuning knob for clarifying your single sideband transmission, and also for fine-tuning like medium wave, FM, or airband. It's just done right here. I love that. So you can do 1 kHz tuning right here on the side. There's our USB Type-C input. I had noticed about a 0.5 amp charge rate. So it's regulated. Here's our whip antenna. They say 25.5 inches, so we'll go with that. Kick out stand with our frequency information, and our battery compartment has an 18650 in it. We're gonna open this up. There you go. It comes with a 2,000 milliamp hour battery, though you can upgrade it to a 3,000, a twin pack for $12 shipped to your door from Amazon. They had these on Amazon. If they're still there, I'll link them. This is a worthy upgrade. If you're going to buy this radio and use it, get the upgraded battery. You'll do yourself a favor. You get a lot extra time, 30% more. 30% more is always a good thing, I think. Definitely. So let's go ahead and put this back on. It's foam line. I don't know if you saw that. It's got a little foam there. And it has a little strap to help get the battery out, but I must have it tucked in kind of funny there. All right, so I'll snap that back in. Bottom of the radio has a reset hole in case the radio locks up, though I've never had to use it on this model. So there we are. FM reception report. I would talk about FM, and then we turn it on. So FM reception report, it gets a good to very good. I do it on a 5-tier method. Good, very good, excellent. Sorry. Fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. That's my 5 tiers, if I can remember them properly. This one scored good to very good. So it found 75 stations, which is very good, above average. Average is about 48 to 50. And then this selectivity was very good as well. So it was finding stations right next to strong stations. So if you want a selective receiver, this is it. This does a great job on all the bands, medium wave especially. I've noticed the selectivity is perfect. It's absolutely great. So let's turn it on. We're going to demo this. Oop, there we go. So we got radio todderbert. You can bypass the sleep function by just tapping the knob. So we're on 97.7 megahertz. It says FM stereo. Our current time moved over here. Again, it's 11:49 p.m. That's Central Standard, or Central Standard Time or Daylight Time, depending on when this airs. It's typically around the fall. We get an hour change, and it's I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA, and we can change that. Alarm, temperature. There's our signal strength, signal noise ratio. We'll leave that on. This is radio todderbert with a transmitter, C-Crane. FM transmitter 2, though I have 3, I should get it going. Hooked up to an MP3 player, playing royalty-free music from YouTube. There we go. We're going to stop there because there's a lot to cover yet. Nice. I had a problem with the line level. I think it needs to be cleaned on the transmitter. Unfortunately, I have to do that. But I'm going to leave it in the video. It just shows you, it's todderbert. He's not perfect, but he's good. But anyway, as you saw here, we got the frequency information showing FM stereo. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so let's go ahead and just turn that off. I think, let's see, is that the... Oh, we got to have this song. Okay, get the idea, right? Awesome. So let's go ahead and turn it off. I'll turn off this other thing so there's nothing getting in the way of our band scan. So let's go ahead. I'm going to hook up a small wire here. I'm in a subfloor basement filming this. So yeah, I'm underground. So I have to get a little reach. So I use a little Kato T1 wire, about 22 foot, strung to my window on the inside, not the outside. I wish I was outside, but I didn't want to open up the window and try to feed it through. So I have it on the inside. Works fine. Sometimes I like that. So we're going to turn this up. And let's start at the bottom of the band, just kind of scan up. Now the scanning isn't perfect, but let's see if it picks up anything. So you can go frequency. We're going to go to the bottom of the band, 75. Good tunes. Yeah, it's a low power station, 8775. We can press and say, first we can see what page we're on. So I'm going to change my page, because I think I have presets here. I'm going to change it by pressing the page button and going, say, page 5. Now we're on page 5. So I'm going to press and hold preset 1, and it says preset 1 save. So if I hit 2, page 5, number 2, set on a weird preset. If I go to 1, there you go, page 5, preset 1. It's very simple, I like that. And if you want to change pages, just hit page again, pick the page you like. So, okay, let's go through this, see what it picks up.
And I invite you to join us as we tackle the spirit world on EWTN Radio. Adam has assisted at thousands of solemn exorcisms and resolutions of hauntings. He also reaches out to educate people on the paranormal and the occult in our culture. Join us Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern for the spirit world on EWTN Radio.
Very powerful.
This is EWTN, Catholic Radio.
There you go, Catholic Radio.
Hear about personal journeys.
RDS kicking in. That RDS is really fast.
Don't lose heart.
And just to jump in and get himself onto the rich harvest.
Safe in my arms, so don't lose heart. Good girls that can't keep from falling. I'm gonna be alone. I know it gets tough.
Customer satisfaction, providing you quality automobiles at affordable prices.
If I could rule the world, everyone would have a gun and together.
That ended at 59th Street, white Lexus. They were on the exit ramp trying to get around the gridlock.
Amor 106.7, donde
There you go, that's the FM band. Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it, it's great. So let's go to Shortwave. So this is CHU Canada's time signal, 3.330 megahertz. Very nice. And of course you can change the bandwidth here. Okay, we're on page 5 still, so let's go to page 0. This is Fort Collins, Colorado. This is 890 miles away. 2.5 megahertz. Time signal. Nice. WWV.
Mediator between God and humanity. And this speaks of his role in redemption. And
this is radio station WWV, Fort Collins, Colorado, broadcasting on internationally allocated standard carrier frequencies of 2.5, 5, 10, 15, and 20 megahertz, providing time of day, standard time interval, and other related information. Inquiries regarding these transmissions may be directed to the National Institute of Standards and Technology.
30 minutos que resumen 24 horas del día.
Hey, music from Cuba. About 1,700 miles due southeast towards Florida. Okay, so you can tune. You can see here, you can side tune slowly. 1 kilohertz, nice. And you can fast slow from here as well. But we can sleep tune from here. So it's going to jump to the next meter band. That's how that works. And it should find something here shortly because there's a lot of activity in the evening.
Brother Stair, S-T-A-I-R, Post Office Box.
Okay, he's probably wanting
Freeze to make booths as it is written. Now you'll encounter this word after Yom Kippur as Feast of Sukkot, which means booth.
La onda media y la onda corta de Radio Martín. Bienvenidos como siempre. Sí, señor, los invitamos para que sobre todo...
This is just picking up Toronto here on 6 megahertz.
Cambien también entre nuestros radio oyentes, que gracias a Dios, pues cada día son más en esta tertulia de las noticias como son a través de nuestras redes. Bueno, hoy tenemos un programa especial of Yahweh, and that's a thing that I'm really
WBCQ out of Maine, always super strong. They got a monster tower.
Now, before we get into that,
To our Lord Jesus Christ, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace.
WRMI out of Okeechobee, Florida.
Hope of the glory of God. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
Okay, so real quick, we could just frequency, we could go down to, say, the 40. Let's just start it here, see if there's any kind of activity. Yeah, it should just take us right there. Okay. I hear some transmissions. So we're going to go, it says upper sideband, we're going to go lower sideband. Bear with me. Open it up a little bit. Nice. There you go. So you got some CW you can listen to. Let's see if we can get some voice transmissions. This video's going to run a little longer. If you guys don't mind, let's have some fun. Well, you guys can always skip ahead. So, they're gonna go a little faster here, depending on where they're at. I'm gonna go a little faster here. That's nice and slow. Here we go. So you're going to hear some interesting conversations with the ham radio operators for sure, especially at night. Okay, there you go. You get an idea how that works. Pretty cool. We got transmissions. We got your conversation. Both sides, by the way. Sometimes you don't get that. Okay, we're going to go to airband. We're going to change to page 0. I don't know if we'll pick anything up. I'm going to leave Squelch off, just because we don't want to miss a faint transmission. And then here you just have to tap the buttons and hope. Barely put it on. There you go. So you got bandwidth on airband. Cool. This thing's a sweetheart on airband, by the way, guys. So when I go my final thoughts, which is coming up here shortly on this radio, and my recommendations, talk about this. I love it. Picking up the airband. Yeah! Midnight. Typically you don't hear anything. This frequency is pretty active. Probably squelch. Press and hold. Set the threshold to where you want it. See if that's enough. Sometimes during the day you have to go a little higher, some more noise. And then if something breaks through, a louder transmission, it'll overcome the squelch. But yeah, right now, it's not. But we'll go ahead and just turn squelch back off. Dial it down. Whoops, I tuned it. Okay, now I'm changing the speed. Get down. There we go. Fantastic. Alright, so one thing we didn't cover, medium wave. So we're going to do that real quick, and then we're going to do my final thoughts on this radio. Yeah, this might be one to pick up for Christmas. You know it. Or different for a birthday, whatever. So let's go ahead and medium wave. It's awesome on medium wave, guys. Oh, and went to single sideband, of course. Now to turn it off, just hit this button here once it engages. It takes a while to load. but you can do it. Okay, we'll go to AM mode. This is normal. Let's see, I think I got some presets.
Of Jocelyn Nungare, who was 12 years old.
No, it hasn't done for me what I thought it might do, which is
But it seems like the game, this last game, like you finally.
This is New York City coming in from 750 miles.
Respond and its timing and so on. And I'm glad you pointed out the
One thing only. Money. A great deal of money.
Money is necessary.
Fortunato is right, Gamba. But honor comes first, as it does with all the Falconi. How about that, Fortunato? What?
Polls that are typically cited by the fake news are very deceptive to voters.
Coast to coast.
You know? And these outlier polls really don't tell the whole story.
Coast to coast next to it, Denver, Colorado, 890 miles.
Aggregate polling.
Tell you, I'm not using all that stuff. It's set aside for that. That's what it's for. So I'm ready on that.
Okay, for the record, for America, I want America to know if I were in your shoes, I'd do it today.
This is WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana. I believe 800 miles south. Beautiful. Alright, cool, we're done. I just want to show you, I'm going to do some dedicated band scans with this radio. It's just as sensitive as the original. It's absolutely fantastic here. So go ahead and turn it off. It goes right back to our local time here, alarm time there. So, and I can turn this light off. Okay, so final thoughts. We're here at the end. Likes. It's compact. I like how compact it is. It's not as compact as a Skywave. The Skywave does have a beat there. Okay, but you just don't have the single sideband, but you do get weather alert. It's not as compact as the Chodosin DX286. People are going to want to know, is this radio better? This radio is probably more sensitive than this radio, but not by much. This one really still rocks, and I'm really happy with this. This has similar page presets, but this does not have single sideband. This does not have airband. And I love those on here, and it sounds great. Airband was outbeating my Bearcat. I wanted to mention that. Sensitivity on this thing is absolutely amazing, and that's one of my likes. Is the sensitivity on the D-808 is excellent on all the bands, and selectivity. So you get both, and it's just fantastic. It's a tuner's radio. This is the radio you want. If you're getting started into radio and you want to spend a little extra money, this is the radio you want. I can't say it more enough. It's such a fantastic radio. So lightweight, USB-C charging. Yeah, I'm really a fan, as I mentioned. You don't have to look which way in the dark. You can do it blindfold. Amber backlight, sweet, beautiful thing. We all love that. It's just easier on the eyes. 500 presets. Yeah, it's a nice thing. It's better than no presets. 100 per band. Upgradable battery, and you can change this. Lithium battery. It's nice. A lot of people like these, and you can get these everywhere. So unprotected button tops, you can find them. Again, and fairly affordable, so not a big deal there. Bandwidth options, you saw how many bandwidth options we had. Dial in and the CW, dialing in the ham radio operators with that. Fast low tuning knob, fine tuning wheel here. That's a fantastic thing to have. External antenna jack on this side here. Can't forget that. Okay, so just wonderful things. I might miss something. Oh, audio. Some people don't like the audio as much. They like the audio of, say, the R108 or the Jodosin has a little bit bassier, but I'll be honest with you, battery consumption is a lot less on this radio versus this radio. This radio you might get like 18 hours or maybe that. No, that's kind of high maybe. This one here you'll definitely get like at least 25-30 hours or more depending how you're running the volume. But this one here definitely has low power consumption, which is fantastic there. So yeah, that's pretty much a lot of likes there. There's a ton of likes. Single sideband, of course, is the big one. Everybody wants that for single sideband. You want this radio. What do I want on this radio or dislike about it? I wish this was all plastic. This metal speaker grill looks really nice. I'm always afraid it's going to get dented. Easy to dent, easy to scratch, they rust. Over time, it's a problem if this radio is going to last you a long time. I usually prefer an all plastic design. That's just me. It would look probably cheesy if this was all plastic, so I get why they did this. But yeah, that's just one thing. It's a little thing. No big deal. Medium wave on the antenna jack. Now, see, the Texan PL330 has that, where you can plug in a medium wave antenna and increase your medium wave. That's nice. But to be honest with you, that's a small thing because this radio doesn't really need it. You can put a passive loop next to here, like a Trick Advantage, and you can boost that signal even further. You could use a twin coil ferrite with the little feeder bar there. This has got a 4-inch internal ferrite bar, so yeah. Medium wave doesn't really need it, but it'd be nice if it had the ability to plug in for medium wave on the side. That's just one thing I like. So yeah, I'm just trying to think of what else here. Scanning. Okay, so I wish this had a scanner function on airband. So on the Skywave SSB2, I don't have it out, but the SSB2 model that has airband on it, it actually has it where if you press and hold these two buttons and let go, it'll scan the 10 presets on that first page that you're on, or whatever page you pick. And it's like a mini scanner, 10-channel scanner, and I like that. I think that's fantastic. If they could add that to this radio, I would love it. They just say press these two buttons, you're on page 1, and those 10 channels automatically just flip through them, stop on a transmission, wait 2 seconds, see if it's done, and keep going. That is fantastic. That's the way I love that. So overall, it gets a solid recommended buy from Todderbert. Yes, 100% get this radio if this fits your budget. If it doesn't fit your budget, get the R108 and then wait for single sideband and get this later on. Single sideband you pay a little premium for, but I like the R108, and the R108's made by XHDATA. It's just under a different name, Ceodon. So just letting you know. This used to be called the Ceodon, but they changed it back to XHDATA, if you're wondering, if you're confused. This is the newest one, XHDATA. They just put their name back, the original. So this did a little name change. But yeah, this offers the listener a high quality experience for their money. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like. It ran on kind of long, but hey, this has a lot of features. It needed a long video. So I typically don't go more than 30 minutes, but we did. Hope you're still here. 2, if you like XHDATA radios and want to see more, subscribe to the bell icon. Get notified of future videos, which I'm going to do. And 3, comment below what you think about the D-808 revised USB-C version. Is it one you'd pick up in 2024 and beyond? All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.